Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Scott Baxter, your local Dallas realtor, helping people just like you move to the great state of Texas every day, literally. Right now I am in Rowlett, Texas. This is a little niche community with only about 60 homes, and you can get a pretty good size home here. Our model home that we're gonna tour today is the Grand Alexandria. It's 3498 square feet. It has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and this is so spacious inside. You're not gonna be cramped in this house, I gotta tell you that. So let's go take a look right now. Okay, this is the Grand Alexandria that we just went through. Let's go deep into this and figure out where you can build it within DFW. Probably the best information I can give you as of July 2024. Okay, so here we go. Prices are subject to change in every neighborhood. So these prices won't last forever at this. And some of the neighborhoods will, especially in the hotter areas that were real popular, they'll be charging you a fee for the lot. So we want to make sure we add that in as well. Plus there's PIDs and MUDs in different areas, and that'll add on to your taxes at the end. So we'll go through all of that and give you every bit of information about the Grand Alexandria and where you can build and the prices and everything. Okay, here we go. Plan 2865, and that's pretty much the square footage. It can go all the way up to 3498 square feet, which is what we saw today. That's going to have 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3 living areas, as you saw that big living area when we walked in, living area and like a formal dining room. And then as you go around the staircase, you go into the main living room area and the kitchen. And then the master bedroom's right next to that. 2 stories, 2 garages. You can add a media room. That plan takes it up to 3184. And you can add bedroom 5 and bath 4. And it's the same square footage. You can add bedroom 5, bath 4, and a media room. And that's 3498 square feet. Or you can add bedrooms 5 and 6 and bath 4 and 5 for 3498. So this can hold a big family. You have plenty of space for your whole family. Let's talk about elevations. Elevation MT, this is what you saw in the model home. That's a beautiful, beautiful looking home. Model homes are usually the decked out versions. If you want to look more like a castle, there you go. Some people love it, some people don't. But that's elevation F. Another elevation F with brick. Brick is a pretty much Texas standard home. Elevation G. Elevation E. Elevation A is how it comes. No premiums on elevation A. And I do believe you can pick out your brick in elevation A. So if you want different colored brick, you can pick those out. And elevation S, and that stands for Spanish. Okay, let's go. So you just saw this in Lakeshore Village. That's in Rowlett, Texas. Now, if you want to be in Rowlett, Texas, and you want to do a different version of this, so if you scroll down here on communities, okay, let's go to grandhomes.com. You're on communities. Scroll down, and you'll see all the towns in DFW. And go to Rowlett, and we are in Lakeshore Village. This one's almost done, about 8 lots left. So this was a real popular, like little pocket neighborhood. Not very many houses in there. So the new one in Rowlett is Trails at Cottonwood Creek down here. And this is going to be going on for a couple of years now. It's right by the lake. It's just north of Lakeshore Village in Rowlett. And it's going to be a master plan community, pool, clubhouse, dog park, splash pad for kids, trails throughout the whole neighborhood, about 800 homes. Trails of Cottonwood Creek, that's in pre-sale pricing. So if we go to Trails of Cottonwood Creek, I'm not trying to get too far off here, but if we go to Trails of Cottonwood Creek and you go down to the Royal Summit, the Royal Summit is based off of the Grand Alexandria. So if you like the Grand Alexandria, but you want it at a smoking price, this is what you want to do. And right now, the price range, if you want to get it up to almost 3,200 square feet, max it out, that's at $619,900. That's a really good price for a grand home for 3,200 square feet, and you're going to get that wide open space feel of the Grand Alexandria. That's a little secret. The Royal Summit is based off of the Grand Alexandria. So if you want a cheap price on a grand home and you like the Grand Alexandria, prices start at $619,900. You could deck it out. Like you could deck it out for maybe $725, and you would have like just like the model home that we just saw in the Grand Alexandria almost. And that's going to be a really nice neighborhood, so I wanted to point that out. Now, this is another thing right here. This we're talking about the Grand Alexandria. Now, there's two other ones that are called the Alexandria. The Alexandria 2, and that can be built in Dominion, Frisco, Heritage Real Estate, a bunch of places, but that's not the house that we just saw. And then the Alexandria 4, and I believe that's just in Prairie Ridge. Okay. So if you scroll down here, we're in the plans right here. Plans. If you scroll down here, you're going to start with the G's, the Grand. Ooh, there's a Grand Alexandria 3. Man, these guys are just making it so confusing, aren't they? We're looking at the Grand Alexandria. That's the one we're looking at today. Build the following communities. Dominion of Pleasant Valley. That is in Wylie, Texas. So let's find out how much this costs. They build the Alexandria too as well. Grand Alexandria starts at $664,900 in Wylie, Texas. Okay. And Wylie's nice. Heritage Ridge Estates in Plano. You're going to be right in the mix of everything. Plano has a really good school system. Plano's very close to Dallas and very high-end area. And if you were to do the Grand Alexandria, that starts at $863,900. So you're going to pay to be, right in the middle of things. The further out you go, the cheaper it's going to get. Frisco Hills. Oh, yeah. Frisco Hills. That's north of Frisco. It's like in Little Elm, Texas. And that's almost sold out. That's really close to being sold out. That's been a neighborhood for a while there. You can get a Grand Alexandria for $820,900, but then you're right in Frisco. Pretty much. Lake Forest. That's in McKinney. The Grand Alexandria in McKinney starts at $876,900. McKinney's a very popular spot, but you got to bring your budget for McKinney now. That's a super popular spot. Lakes at Legacy. Now, Lakes at Legacy is in Prosper, and it's right above the new Frisco Fields. So it's a really good place to be at. Now, these guys are almost sold out in Lakes of Legacy, but it's a really nice neighborhood, and it's just an arm's throw away from Frisco. Right across the bridge, really. There's a bridge right there. Other side of the freeway, that's Frisco Fields, where that new $11 billion development's going in. Grand Alexandria starts at $909,900 in the Lakes of Legacy. Lakes at Legacy. Justin Crossing. I did a video on this neighborhood, and Justin's Crossing is a little bit further out, up northwest, DFW. I'm also doing a Justin, I've already filmed it. I'm doing a Justin vlog tour. Just needed to edit that footage down, so look for that. And we're going to have the Justin Crossing video is already out, so I can link that at the end of this video. So the Grand Alexandria there is $559,900. So if you like this house, the Grand Alexandria, there is a move-in ready home at Justin's Crossing, and that is ready to roll. $624,396 is the price. It's 3,413 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and 4 living areas, 2 dining areas, 2 stories, and 2 garages. We can go through these pictures real quick on what the spec home looks like in Justin Crossing. And Justin Crossing, it does feel a little bit more like small town Texas right now, but the way DFW is expanding, all those outer areas that feel like small town Texas are not going to feel small town for very long. Within 10 years, I would say. But Justin doesn't have a lot going on, but they do have a really nice boot section, a boot store that is pretty amazing, and you should watch my video on that one. Grand Braniff Park, and that's in Irving, Texas. let's scroll down here, and that's 860, 900 where the Grand Alexandria, if you want to be in Irving. Walton Ridge is in Corinth. Now this is going to be a little bit further out. Home sites available 80 foot, 60 foot, 50 foot, and 40 foot. So if you're looking for a big lot and you don't mind being a little bit further out in Corinth, Texas, let's scroll down here to the Alexandria, Grand Alexandria. There's an Alexandria too also. Grand Alexandria is 669, 900 starting, and that's for a 2865. And that's in Corinth. And in Lakeshore Village, where we just were, what I suggest you might do next, if you like grand homes and you're wondering where to build a grand home, I have a grand homes playlist, and it'll go through most of these neighborhoods that I've talked about today. I've gone all over DFW. I still have a couple neighborhoods to do, but I'm pretty much done just about every grand home neighborhood that's out there and shown you the neighborhood and the grand homes that are in it. So look at my playlist, go through it, grab some popcorn, grab a drink, and have a nice Friday night and just go through it and study and see maybe where you might want to move. And if you don't really know where you want to move, I can help you. And we just have a conversation, a short conversation, and I get back with you and I can give you some really good ideas about where I think you might fit based on your needs. All right, that wraps it up for today's video. You can build the Grand Alexandria and the pricing all across DFW as of July 2024. All this pricing is subject to change. Remember, if you are interested in any of these, and there's also a spec home you can move into right away in Justin Crossing for this plan, let me know. Don't forget about that Cottonwood Creek. You can do a version of this for much cheaper, 3,200 square feet. If you're interested in any of these, let me know. This video should be up for years. It's always going to be somewhere where you can build this house. So if you find this house and you're like, wow, I want to move into this house, contact me below. I'll be on it, and I'll get you and me all set up with an appointment with Grand Homes, and we get down to the details and specifics. And details and specifics of where you want to live. If you want to contact me, we can have a talk about it. And based on your preference of being more in the mix, or being out more in the country or an up-and-coming area, or your price point and you don't mind if you have to travel into Dallas, all those things take into account. So if you want to contact me, we can have that conversation and find out where to build your grand home and where's the best spot in DFW to build your grand home. I've done this countless times for countless people. I know my stuff, so get a hold of me below and never stop chasing that dream home.